Maureen McCormick still refuses to watch one specific episode she filmed in 1969. Born Maureen Denise McCormick on August 5, 1956, in the serene suburban neighborhood of Encino in Los Angeles' San Fernando Valley, her life would grow to impact millions through television, music, and stage. Raised in a traditional, close-knit American family, her father, William, was a school teacher who emphasized structure and learning, while her mother, Irene, was a devoted homemaker who fostered a nurturing environment. Maureen was the youngest of 4 siblings and the only girl, growing up under the watchful yet playful eyes of her 3 older brothers, Michael, Dennis, and Kevin. These early family dynamics helped mold her resilience, humor, and independence. Maureen attended Taft High School in Woodland Hills, where she balanced academics with her growing passion for the performing arts. Even as a child, she had a vivid imagination and a flair for performance. She adored dancing, was captivated by music, and would spend hours rehearsing alone or entertaining neighborhood children with self-written puppet shows, complete with handcrafted puppets and detailed backdrops. Her creative talents and natural charisma shone brightly early on, especially when she won the Baby Miss San Fernando Valley beauty pageant at just 6 years old. That win became a stepping stone into the entertainment world. By 1964, Maureen was already making waves, appearing in national television commercials for Mattel toys. She became the face of 2 iconic dolls, Barbie and Chatty Cathy. Her sparkling blue eyes and natural charm made her a favorite in American households. She even lent her voice to a re-release of Chatty Cathy in 1970, further embedding her in the collective memory of a generation. Through the late 1960s, Maureen built her acting resume with appearances on popular TV shows like Bewitched, Honey West, My 3 Sons, The Farmer's Daughter, and I Dream of Jeannie, each role showcasing her range as a young actress. Then came 1969, the life-changing year when she was selected from over 1,200 girls to play Marcia Brady on The Brady Bunch. With her all-American beauty, poise, and charisma, Maureen became the ideal teenage girl, confident, sweet, and responsible. The show, which revolved around a blended family, aired from 1969 to 1974, then lived on in syndication. Marcia Brady quickly became a cultural icon, and Maureen found herself in the spotlight, featured in teen magazines and musical recordings with the cast. She embraced the fame while navigating the unique challenges of growing up in front of the world. In 1970, she once again voiced the reimagined Chatty Cathy doll, delighting fans with the familiar sound they had come to love. After The Brady Bunch, she reprised her role as Marcia in spin-offs like The Brady Brides and The Brady Girls Get Married. However, when the Bradys launched in 1990, she didn't return. She had recently become a mother and chose to prioritize her family. Still, her career continued to flourish with appearances on shows like Donnie and Marie, The Love Boat, Happy Days, Fantasy Island, and Streets of San Francisco. She also explored film, starring in Skate Town, USA, 1979, A Vacation in Hell, 1979, The Idolmaker, 1980, and Return to Horror High, 1987, proving her range beyond Marcia Brady. Maureen also returned to musical theater, portraying Wendy Darling in Peter Pan and Betty Rizzo in Grease, allowing her to revisit her passion for singing and live performance. She even originated the role of Rebecca Crane on the long-running soap opera Passions. In 2008, she joined CMT's reality show Gone Country, competing to become a country music star. Her performance impressed fans and led to her own spin-off, Outsiders Inn, where she operated a bed and breakfast in Tennessee. In 2009, she showcased her comedic side during the Comedy Central roast of Larry the Cable Guy, and her cameo as Marcia Brady on Scrubs delighted longtime fans. Then, in 2016, she appeared on season 23 of Dancing with the Stars, paired with dancer Arden Chigvinsov. Though they finished in 8th place, Maureen won praise for her determination and grace, especially as she opened up about her past emotional struggles. On March 16, 1985, Maureen married actor and businessman Michael Cummings. Their relationship became a pillar of strength during a turbulent time in her life as she battled addiction, emotional instability, and the aftermath of childhood stardom. With Michael's unwavering support, she began a journey of healing and stability. They welcomed their daughter, Natalie Michelle. In 1989, an event Maureen considers one of the most transformative of her life. Motherhood gave her new purpose and was a turning point in her commitment to sobriety and mental wellness. Over the years, Maureen bravely faced her demons, entering therapy to address depression, low self-esteem, and addiction. Her recovery wasn't linear. There were relapses and dark days, but she remained committed. Through therapy, antidepressant medications like Prozac, and a strong support system, she slowly found stability. She's spoken openly about how these tools helped her regain control of her thoughts and emotions, and ultimately saved her life. Despite decades of growth and healing, there remains one episode of The Brady Bunch that Maureen McCormick cannot bring herself to watch. Juliet is the Sun. From 1969, in the episode, Marcia lands the lead role of Juliet in a school play, and her excitement turns into arrogance, affecting her siblings. It's a light-hearted tale about humility, like many in the series. But for Maureen, the memories behind the scenes are deeply painful. At just 13, Maureen was already struggling with the pressures of fame. Though she portrayed the perfect Marcia Brady, she was dealing with growing self-consciousness and insecurity. During the filming of Juliet is the Sun, she became particularly uncomfortable with close-up shots and theatrical scenes. She later admitted she felt foolish and exposed, especially in her Juliet costume and exaggerated performances. What the audience found charming, she found cringeworthy. Watching the unedited footage made her cry. The episode, instead of being a highlight, became a source of deep shame. Worse, it coincided with a time when she was beginning to feel disconnected from her true self. The perfectionist tendencies and critical self-analysis she experienced during this episode were early signs of the mental health struggles that would plague her in later years. In her memoir, Here's the Story, Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice, she wrote about how this episode embodied the growing chasm between who she really was and who the world expected her to be. She became fixated on perceived flaws, her voice, posture, hand movements, leading to an exhausting desire for perfection. To this day, Juliet is the Sun remains unwatched by Maureen. It represents not just a performance she's unhappy with, but a moment of raw vulnerability when her identity was being shaped by others, by producers, fans, and cultural expectations. Refusing to watch it isn't bitterness, it's self-protection. It's how she preserves her mental health and honors the emotional growth she's worked so hard to achieve. While she still cherishes the show's legacy and stays in touch with many castmates, Maureen McCormick chooses to leave that episode in the past. It stands as a symbolic marker of a painful chapter, not to be reopened. Instead, she focuses on the strength she's gained since through therapy, motherhood, faith, and a hard-won journey to self-acceptance. What seems like just another old episode to most people is, to her, a window into a complicated time she has respectfully chosen to close.